Hi friends, my name is Miss Eagle. I'm a teacher at Children's Corner River, and I'm going to be reading your Sunday story to you. I know that we just had Fire Prevention Week, so I'm going to read Pete the Cat, Firefighter Pete. And I know that we had visits from our fire stations around Piscataway, so why don't you take a moment to tell your family about your visit from the fire truck at school this week. Pete the Cat, Firefighter Pete. We are going on a class trip today, says Principal Nancy. She leads the class to a bright yellow bus, and everyone climbs aboard. I wonder where we're going, says Pete. Do you think you can predict where they're going to go? Wow. They are going to visit the firehouse today. The bus parks next to the bright red firehouse. Pete and his classmates are very excited. The firehouse is huge. It's so big it can hold 2 long red fire trucks and all of the firefighters' equipment. Kind of like the fire trucks we got to see this week. Ring, ring, ring. The firefighters show the kids around. They give everyone a turn to ring the old brass fire bell outside of the firehouse. Then all the kids take turns sliding down the firefighter's pole. Whee! Callie yells as she glides down. The firefighters allow the kids to try on their gear. Firefighters wear lots of equipment. First, Pete puts on the heavy black overalls. Then he steps into the tall black boots. A firefighter helps Pete put on the heavy yellow jacket. And finally, they place a hard black helmet on Pete's head. All this gear is very heavy that Pete can barely move. The firefighters allow the kids to explore one of the fire trucks. Callie sits in the driver's seat. She presses on the horn. Brr, brr. It's so loud that all the kids cover their ears. Then Pete turns on the sirens and lights. The sirens blare. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. The lights flash red and yellow. Suddenly, a bell rings so loud in the firehouse. Uh-oh, it's the fire alarm. There's a fire in town. Gear up, Pete. The firefighters scramble into their gear very quickly, and Pete puts on his gear too. They all climb aboard the fire truck and turn on the siren and the lights. Firefighter Pete and the firefighters are on their way. Woo, woo! The fire engine races through town, and the lights flash round and round. A firefighter presses the horn. Brr, brr. All the other cars move out of the way. They need to get there quick. There's the fire. It's hot and loud, but the firefighters know exactly what to do. They work together as a team to connect the fire truck to the fire hydrant. Then, the fire hydrant's also attached to a long, heavy hose to the truck. Firefighter Pete gives the signal, and the firefighters turn the water on. Whoosh, whoosh. They're using all that water to turn that fire out. The water gushes out very fast. Several firefighters must hold the hose to control it. Pete helps direct the hose as they spray the fire with water. The fire is starting to go out, but there's smoke everywhere. And suddenly, Pete hears yelling from the roof. Oh my goodness, Grumpy Toad is up there. They need to go save him. Oh no, it's Grumpy Toad. He needs to be rescued. The firefighters raise a long ladder from the truck. Crank, crank, crank. The ladder goes up, up, up. Firefighter Pete and another firefighter help Grumpy Toad climb down the ladder carefully. Yay, the fire is out and everyone is safe. The firefighters drive back to the firehouse. They take off all their gear. They pat Pete on the back and say, "Good job, Pete." Firefighter Pete helped save the day. Can you say hooray?